Oh, excuse me. Like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. I have to say that my son, when he was in middle school, yep, he was following Soul Illuminati because I was teaching my son about the Illuminati and things going on as he was growing up. And he turned me on to Soul Illuminati when he was in middle school. Gazer, gazer, gazer. I like Soul Illuminati. And then I found out he's from Detroit and moved to Arizona. And then my son turned me on to DDG as well. And he from Pontiac. And I never was really going to talk about them because I don't know. I mean, I like them and I listen to Soul Illuminati every time he drop a video. I listen. I'm sorry, y'all got sleepy. But DDG I never really paid attention to because he big on Twitch and so is Soul Illuminati now. But I guess they banned him, so he coming back on YouTube. And but this Haley Bailey situation got me interested in DDG. And then my girl, So Man Down, Fame versus Sacrifice, did a video on DDG, tripped me out. And that's when I became really interested in him. But we're going to go to the newspaper and then I'm going to hit what she said about DDG, what's to happen with him. Halle Bailey granted restraining order against rapper DDG over alleged domestic violence. And based on what I have seen from Haley Berry, she one of them needy females, and she one of them. And the text that he released, she was talking about how she wanted to unalive herself and him cheating. I said, "Girl, you got it bad. You got it bad. You was too needy." And she was really the abuser, not him. As far as what I've seen so far, I could say. She nuts. Haley Berry nuts. Yeah, so I can see him wanting full custody of his child. But we'll get off on that in a minute. In court documents, Bailey alleged that DDG has been and continues to be physically, verbally, emotional, and financially abusive towards her. Mm-mm. She crazy. When I tell you these texts, man, I was just outdone. Elsewhere, Bailey said that DDG has used his prominent platforms on Twitch and YouTube to incite harassment. Whenever he wishes to cause upset, he starts bad mouthing me to his several millions of fans, she reportedly stated in documents. He claims I'm withholding our son and I'm with other men. As a result, I then receive threats and hate on social media. Bailey is known for her work with her sister in the duo Chloe X, X Haley. She also starred as Ariel in The Little Mermaid. Additionally, she released several solo singles as Haley. Her first recent single, Back and Forth, arrived in February. That's right, and she under Rock Nation. And you see what's going on with the president of Rock Nation, Perez, and what all she has done to her own daughter. So Rock Nation will silence you, and I'm gonna be coming back with Jay Z and Beyonce, Kathy White, and all that. But that's later. The singer and actress Haley Bailey has been granted a restraining order against her ex-boyfriend, rapper DDG, the Associated Press says. The rapper will have to stay away from Bailey and her 17-month-old child until a hearing on Friday, June 6th. So we're going to get off of that. Bailey and DDG, whose real name is Daryl Granberry Jr., are rumored to have begun dating in the beginning of 2022. See, I'm in Detroit. DDG in Pontiac is a Detroit suburb. Soul Illuminati from Detroit, you know. The couple split up the following year. In documents requesting restraining order, Haley repeatedly said, "Throughout our relationship, Daryl has and continues to be physically, verbally, emotionally, financially abusive. I'm seeking orders to protect myself and our son, Halo." Then you name your son after Beyonce song. How? From his ongoing abuse. She also said that there have been multiple acts of physical violence. DDG is a well known streamer with millions of subscribers across his channels on Twitch and YouTube. He released his most recent studio album, Blame the Chat, earlier this month. Representatives for Haley Bailey and DDG did not immediately respond to the request for comment. All right, now let's get here. DDG asked court to prevent Halle Bailey from taking son Halo out of the country, alleged she's a risk to both of them. I think these is text message. DDG is asking court to prevent Halle Bailey from taking their son out of the country. According to court documents obtained by People on Wednesday, June 4th, DDG filed a motion to request an emergency hearing and asked the court restrict the Little Mermaid actress 25 from traveling internationally with their son Halo. DDG has also requested a domestic violence restraining order, alleging that Bailey poses an imminent emotional and psychological risk to the minor child based on repeated documented threats of self-harm. Right. When she get mad at him, she sends DDG text message saying how she gonna unalive herself. If that ain't the most, immature, she need to grow up. But it puts that she has mental issues. He claims that if Taylor were to leave the country, the toddler would be without the protections of the court and any emergency intervention. Oh shoot. Oh, she wanted to take Halo on a vacation to Italy. Representatives for Bailey and DDG did not immediately respond to people's request for comment. He a cute little boy. He is a cute little boy. The YouTuber streamer claims that Bailey has had repeated threats of suicide and self-harm and alleges they were instances where she endangered Halo's safety while in emotional distress. DDG claims that if one altercation between the former couple, Bailey took his gun during a fight and left the house with it. He alleges he ultimately found her outside the house holding a gun and was emotionally unwell, incoherent, and potentially suicidal. In May, Bailey was granted temporary physical and legal custody of the former couple's son, Halo, after she alleged the rapper, whose real name is Daryl Granberry, abused her physically and emotionally. The temporary restraining order, which ordered the Twitch streamer to remain over 100 yards away from Bailey and Halo at all times, expired on June 4th. Bailey also asked the judge to order her ex-boyfriend not to be allowed visitation with his son. That's foul. That's foul. However, she requested that DGG be given supervised visits with a professional company once a week for 6 hours while in Los Angeles. Additionally, Bailey asked the court to prevent DDG from taking their son outside the county of Los Angeles. The former couple split in 2024 after beginning their relationship in 2022. She crazy. Haley Bailey says her mental health is under control and slams DDG for embellishing in a custody case. Well, he got to protect himself as well. Bailey argues in new court filing that DDG has dug up and exaggerated her history of threatening self-harm as cold retribution for domestic violence claims. Mm. Yeah, she need help. She need help. So DDG squared a screenshot of his Twitch earnings. DDG appears to continue raking millions of dollars off streaming despite controversy. On Friday evening, he shocked fans by revealing he earned 12,345,980 on Twitch, May 2025. Danye! Danye! I'm sorry, y'all. I gotta tell my son this, and he needs to start streaming here. Handsome young man. Danye! You know DDG made $12 million last month. He made $12 million last month. No wonder he went to Los Angeles and bought a $20 million mansion. He made $12 million in 1 month. The staggering number arrived amid turbulent period in his personal life, including public abuse allegations from ex-partner Halle Bailey. The release of his earnings triggered widespread disbelief online. Some questioned the legitimacy of the figure, claiming its cap estimates close to 25,000. Dang, he up there with Castanet, DDG. Layla Batiste addresses DDG cheating accusations made by Halle Berry. Oh, she cute too. YouTuber and social media influencer Layla Bassett is setting the record straight after her name surfaced in explosive text messages that Halle Berry allegedly sent to DDG. In one message, I just found out you slept with Lala in Mexico. Social media quickly debunked any ideas of Layla Anthony being the woman in question. In a video posted to social media, Lala or Layla, however, called out the rumors and clarified her history with DDG. The context between these accusations is general is streaming from a group trip that our whole friend group went on. Everyone on the trip can confirm there was nothing weird going on. I wasn't even staying near them. It was for someone's birthday. Let's start there. All righty then. So the judge is letting Layla travel with her son. So DDG's bid was rejected. So now DDG is seeking sole custody of their son, Halo. All right, let's get off into this. Let's get off into this. My girl, fame versus sacrifice. Let's get off into DDG. This is fame versus sacrifice.
They say she finna bring it tonight. And if you ain't got a neighbor, look at yourself. And say she finna bring it to fuck a night. Or we gonna jump right into it. Cause that's how we do it over here. I ain't gonna tarry too long tonight, y'all. But folks been asking. They said, so, madam, what you see going on with the rapper DDG? I'm going to first give y'all some background information on DDG. And then I'm going to tell y'all what ancestors showed me on this right here. Come on, let's do it. DDG was born on October the 10th. He was born in Pontiac, Michigan. His mother's name is Tanya Granberry. His father's name is Daryl Granberry Sr. And he has brothers and sisters. One of his sisters, Tierra, has a large following on Instagram. And she is also known from her YouTube channel. His half-brother, Darion Breckenridge. He was known as being a twin. He was tragically killed in 2014. He was found shot in his car. And his other half-brother, Dub, is known as being the twin brother of Darion Breckenridge. And Dub is known as being the father of baby Woo Wop, a popular young boy from YouTube.
Oh, wow.
Some of y'all done heard about Woo Wop. Dub also has a large following on Instagram. And he is known from his videos on YouTube as well. When DDG was a young boy, he was always interested in music. And when he was a child, he made music in the studio, where his father was an audio engineer. DDG attended International Tech Academy, where he was class valedictorian.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
After graduating from high school, he enrolled at Central Michigan University, where he later dropped out to become a YouTube influencer, making $30,000 per month.
Come on, YouTube.
After DDG dropped out of college, he started to focus more on his YouTube and his music career. He started off making diss tracks on YouTube. And those diss tracks on YouTube was receiving 5 million to 10 million views.
Damn.
After he saw how many views he was getting from just diss tracks, dissing people through the music, he said, fuck that shit to good. He said, these diss tracks that, I've been making, I need to start doing some serious music, some serious rap music. And that's exactly what he did. He ended up getting his first feature with Famous Dex. And it became a successful feature.
Oh, Famous Dex.
And it received 400,000 views in just 1 hour. And the views continued to go higher and higher and higher. Then World Star ended up contacting him to post his feature. And he gained more fans of his music. After that, he dropped a song called Take Me Serious. Then he dropped another song called Da Vinci. Some of y'all are familiar with that song, Da Vinci. And that song, Da Vinci, attracted 25+ million views.
Wow.
He dropped a few more songs. And a song called Arguments. And that song ended up going gold.
Wow. I never knew
Ended up
this.
signing a deal with Epic Records. DDG, he later founded his own record label called Zooted Music with managers Eric O'Connor and Dimitri Hurt. And his 2020 single called Moonwalking in Calabasas, featuring the rapper Blueface, entered the Billboard Hot 100 and received double platinum certification
Wow, I didn't
by
know
the
none of
Recording
this.
Industry Association of America. DDG, he didn't stop there. In June 2020, he made his boxing debut against Nate Wyatt at the YouTubers versus TikTokers event, where he defeated Nate Wyatt by unanimous decision. In 2022, it was announced that DDG and the Little Mermaid star, Halle Bailey, were dating. And in 2023, they welcomed their first child together, a son named Halo.
Mm.
DDG, he finally made it to the top and became a famous rapper, a famous YouTube star / celebrity. Now we fast forward to today, my people. And folks ask me, and they say, so, madam, I said, what ancestors done showed you about DDG? And I'm going to break it down to y'all like this. It was about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I had a vision about DDG. I don't watch him or follow him or things of that nature. So when ancestors show me things, I got to put it out there. I had a vision about DDG. And I'm going to break this vision down. I remember it being real dark. It was pitch black. And I saw DDG, the rapper DDG. And he was in this underground cave. Or this underground ditch.
Wow.
And when I looked down there at DDG, his eyes looked black. And I saw blood dripping from his mouth.
Wow.
As if he turned into a vampire.
Wow.
The vision that I saw.
Wow.
And then he tried to climb his way out of that cave / that ditch. And ancestors gave it to me like this, my people. The PTB, the Illuminati, whatever you want to call them, they want some blood from DDG.
I'm not
Somebody
surprised.
Say, what you mean, so, madam?
He got to do
they
a
want
sacrifice.
Some blood from DDG. In other words, they want him to offer up a blood sacrifice.
Facts.
And if he don't offer up the blood sacrifice, then he will become the sacrificial lamb.
Wow.
If they have not approached him yet, sooner or later, they will be approaching him, my people. I'm telling y'all, how ancestors is giving it to me, how they gave it to me. DDG, he made a comment some time back. And he said this right here. He said that he always wanted to rap, but he never got into it because he was afraid of the Illuminati. And he said he ended up getting that out of his head. And he became a rapper anyway.
And he doing that symbol, the all-seeing eye. He doing the symbol as they all do once they join the Freemasons.
So we see that he even, thought about things with the Illuminati before. But yet and still, he still chose to get into the industry. The worst thing that these rappers / celebrities can do, my people, is go into this industry this satanic industry and think that they are untouchable.
Facts. Facts.
But I got a word for DDG. He is not untouchable. I done broke this down before.
Oh, there go the checker
I
floor.
said it can go either way. Sometimes these rappers / celebrities, they give up a sacrifice or they become the sacrificial lamb. You can't sign those satanic contracts
Facts.
and think that you are untouchable.
Facts.
You can't sign those satanic contracts and think that you are safe.
Facts. Look at Diddy. If he get off, that's a humiliation ritual. Facts.
Bull to the shit. See, because one thing they have to understand is that the enemy is sneaky. And the enemy is very crafty on how they set things up in the background. Don't be surprised, my people, if we hear some things going on in the near future. Let me say that again. I said, don't be surprised, my people, if we hear some things going on with DDG in the near future. And remember, anybody who is connected to DDG in any type of way, they can end up being taken out for a sacrificial lamb.
Amber Bradley is evil. Which homie chose wrong one? I agree. I agree. I hate the. I agree. But man, you got to go back and look at my Young Thug video. So Mandel made. She broke that thing so down on Young Thug. He got out on Halloween, which is the Day of the Dead. She broke it. This is so Mandel fame. Well, she broke that how he used witchcraft to get out. You're right. I agree. He did. He did. She set him up. I agree.
I'm just telling y'all what the ancestors showed me. Point blank and period. When ancestors show me things like this, they want me to put it out to the people. When I see visions like this, these are like visions of warnings. And I'm telling you now, if you think about signing those contracts for the people who are trying to get into the industry, I want y'all to think twice. Because what you see ain't always what you get.
Facts. I love her. And I was surprised that she did, because the only reason why I know about Solluminati and DDG is because my son turned me on to Soul when he was in middle school, and I love Solluminati, and I never really paid much to DDG, even though Solluminati is from Detroit, like I'm here in Detroit, and DDG is Pontiac, which is like a suburb of Detroit. Let me
what DDG said about Halle, because it's pretty shocking. And these are just allegations. We don't know if everything is true, but this is what he is claiming. He said that Halle was super jealous of his collaborations with other women, and he said that she would verbally and physically abuse him over it. He also claimed that she would be fixated on his exes. And one time he texted one of his exes and he claims it was platonic, but Halle didn't believe him though. And I'm not going to lie, I don't blame Halle for being a little distrustful, because DDG likes attention from other women. He
this
does
is
get flirtatious.
her name
So
is Impressive.
I can imagine that Halle
she
didn't
got a
trust
million
DDG
followers
when he was around other women. I mean, look at what happened with the whole situation with his ex Ruby Rose. I mean, he was texting her while he was with Halle. So Halle wasn't completely wrong for her suspicions, but I do think she should have walked away from the relationship then before having a child with him, because she knew that he had the tendency to cheat. She had her suspicions. She saw the red flags, but still she went full force with him despite all the warnings, despite everybody telling her, girl, don't do it. She told everybody to mind their business. But Halle and DDG had a very toxic on and off relationship. It was a mess. And DDG said, despite multiple attempts to reconcile for the sake of our child, petitioner's behavior has escalated to include physical violence, emotional manipulation, threats of self-harm, and coercive control. I am now seeking protection for myself and our son. DDG also claimed that Halle tried to use her pregnancy to coerce him to be with her. In the early stages of her pregnancy, they were already broken up and they agreed to co-parent. But according to DDG, he claims that Halle would threaten to get rid of their son if he chose not to be with her. Now, it is important
I believe that.
I believe that. Right around the time when Halle's movie, The Little Mermaid, dropped. And she knew that having a baby right when her career was about to skyrocket would be controversial. So I think she needed some assurance that her family was going to at least be together before bringing a baby into the world. But truthfully, all of this could have been avoided because these two had no business having a baby together. Their relationship was very unstable. So it should have never happened. And this should be a lesson to everybody. Please, for the love of God, be careful of who you have a child with.
Now that's a fact.
Also claimed that Halle hid Apple AirTags in his cars to monitor his location. And one time she was able to track him down when he was at the theater with one of his female companions. And she allegedly went ballistic. And mind you, Halle was pregnant during this time. He said that Halle was allegedly yelling at them and cussing at them. And she attempted to physically attack his friend. She allegedly was doing a lot. And you know what? I can believe it.
I can believe it too. And also his friend talk about them air tags and how she pulled up that she lived. If you got to do all that in a relationship, you don't need to be together. And that's just that. Hey, how do I get out of this? How do I? I'm just going to have to close it like that. Okay.
Take a look at the first video that I did. I mean, this is textbook exactly what I was saying.
Bro, like this, we pulled over.
Here you go.
Pulled over on the side of the road. We like, bro, somebody tracking us. Listen, we like, bro, somebody is tracking us, bro. We is not safe. Somebody is tracking us. We in the car. Bro, where am I at? We outside, listen. We outside the truck like this. Looking up under the truck like, you did.
Halle Bailey is facing serious allegations from her ex DDG amid the custody battle over their son Halo. In an emergency motion filed by DDG on June 4th, the rapper asked the court to deny Halle's recent request to take their 17-month-old to Italy for work, accusing the Little Mermaid star of being an imminent emotional and psychological risk to herself and their child. DDG, whose real name is Daryl Dwayne Granberry Jr., alleged in court documents obtained by E! News that Halle routinely used emotional coercion and manipulation to exert her control over me, often threatening me by using self-harm or ending her life throughout their on and off again relationship of almost 3 years.
Take a look at the first video that I did. I mean, this is textbook exactly what I was saying. Now it's just an allegation right now, but we have a lot of evidence, including a written
This
statement
is
from DDG's
mediocre
mama to
tutorials.
corroborate these claims. Let's go.
In one alleged instance during Halle's pregnancy in 2023, DDG said she threatened me by demanding that we reconcile or she would go through with the abortion. DDG said the actress allegedly threatened to end her life using my legally owned firearm in another incident that same year, accusing Halle of grabbing the weapon and leaving their home without telling anyone her whereabouts.
You crazy as hell.
DDG alleged that Halle also stalked him during their relationship, as well as physically and verbally abused him. The rapper wrote in his filing, "Given these threats to self-harm, I believe the petitioner is a threat to our son's safety, such that she should not be allowed to take Halo out of the country to Italy for a period of 2 months." He is requesting that the court grant him sole legal and physical custody of Halo or impose an alternative visitation plan where he and Halle trade off 2-day and 5-day blocks. DDG's filing comes weeks after Halle filed to obtain sole legal and physical custody of Halo, alleging that DDG attacked her during a co-parenting handoff in January. She was granted a temporary restraining order against DDG, who has denied the abuse allegations. E! News has reached out to Halle's attorney about DDG's allegations, but hasn't heard back.
Rip right from the playbook. She's the one that demonstrates behavior, extreme emotional distress, often violent behavior, but at the point that she wants to exact control on you, that's when you will put your hands on her. It's funny how that happens. Now let's get in some of the text messages that DDG submitted.
Big on the text
March of
messages.
2024, Halle is screaming, "This is proof. You leave me hanging as a mother. You don't step in when I need you." She got attacked by the caps locks monster. And this is what she said. She said that, she's the unstable one. She says she does crazy things to the men that are in her life. "I'm begging you. I just found out you slept with Lala in Mexico. I'm going to..."
And Lala denied that. I just went over that. She denied that.
For it. "I hate you forever. You can have him and let her be his mom." This is absolutely insane. I have never received text from a crazy young lady like this, and I pray that I never do. DDG responds, "I can't believe that you are acting like this. You put your eggplant inside of her in Mexico."
Crazy.
Now, there's one thing that she was actually going to herself, and absolutely not. I think this is something that's being done as a manipulation tactic. Nevertheless, there's more. There's another example back from 2022 where she says, "Answer the effing phone. Answer the effing phone." She follows up, "I'm going to try one more time." I wish within this he would show the amount of times that she's calling. It's probably like 10 to 15 if I was to take a guess within an hour. "If you don't answer, it's over forever. I'm not playing, Daryl. That is it." He responds, "I just want to be left alone, please." She responds, "I'm calling for help." Then she says, "I have a knife." Then she says, "I'm calling for help." Also notice the quick succession, like the timestamps that she's sending all of these are being sent within a minute time. But why don't care, do you? Or is that you? So really saying things to make him care more. So now continuing to demonstrate this sort of manipulation through her crashing out. Then she says, "Okay," as if, the knife is going to be used. And then he responds, "Have a knife for what?"
But it's so amazing how you women try to justify abusing a man because you're in postpartum, or because you're a woman, you can beat up a dude. Like, y'all ridiculous, bro. Y'all think it's okay for a woman to sit here and abuse a dude, stab him, do all this shit that Halle did to DDG and still act like he's supposed to stay with her and marry her and complete a broken home. And this nigga stabbed up. What the fuck wrong with y'all, man?
And let me say this before I continue.
I agree.
Postpartum depression, through the changing of your hormones, it's a documented thing. Your hormones are absolutely going to shift, which is going to shift your mood. However, this is just crazy woman, maybe with some postpartum depression on top of that.
Right.
I think that it is a huge damn cop-out to be able to utilize postpartum depression, to do things like this to somebody. It's bullshit. Take some goddamn accountability. You're a grown-up.
DDG went to court today and filed 165 pages showing that Halle wasn't telling the truth. Say it with me, the devil never wins. They still trying to cancel this man because he bought evidence to clear his name. That's insane. The single moms in the shade room comment section are going crazy right now. I seen someone tweet that DDG is a snitch. They're trying to make the excuse for her being cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, talking about postpartum. Between her and Megan, That's why people don't believe people when they be crying wolf.
Yeah. Now, it's like for these text messages, we're back in 2024. Hold on, let me move this over a little bit. I just thought we'd do what I wanted to do today since it's Mother's Day. But if you really want to go, you can. I'll just go home and pack. Hello? He responds, if you don't come back here, I'm going to call the police. I don't want you to do something estúpido. He responds back, I'm going to give it 5 minutes. You have a son. I know you took my ratchet. It has no safety. So it looks like this is 2 months or so after these initial texts. So 6 weeks, 2 months after, she's taking his ratchet out of his crib to do what with? Who knows?
I usually mind my business, y'all, but DDG has filed an emergency request for full custody of Halo, stating that Halle Bailey is super and she's abusive. Also stating she put air tags in his belongings, stalking him, as well as abusing him. He has photos, witness statements, and some more. And he is not around.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
All right, let's get in the because I'm getting sleepy and I'm supposed to be cooking. Oh dang, I must not have used this. Oh, it must be this phone. Hold on, y'all. I want to get into Solluminati part. I guess it's gonna be it for me. Oh no, that's this phone.
Y'all looking at this mermaid like she's just something special, bro. That's a mother demon, bro. And I don't know how y'all don't see it. Shout out to D Green with this, man. Hey. All right, y'all. So we gotta talk about it, man. Let me see all y'all in here. Hey, gang, appreciate the sub. Hey, my you goes after this still Amire. Narco, sorry. Pull up, 3.
I'm gonna go past this.
Right now, bro. Seriously. And he can't even come and speak his mind, I heard. He can't even say nothing. That's how they get you. Motherfucker could just come and say whatever she want. Show some fucking pictures, and the nigga can't say nothing. Now look, I want y'all to know right now, if you a DDG fan, man, make sure y'all rock with him and don't switch up on him for this shit. Don't switch up to on nothing until you really get his side. Don't just pick and choose sides. Don't do none of the weird shit, okay? It's a lot of fucking bots out here, and it's a lot of fake news and all type of shit. Don't just go off what you being fed, because most of the time, it's not what you think. And bro, they say Halle Berry has granted a domestic violence restraining order against DDG. According to TMZ. Of course it's TMZ. They be I dropped the vid on Spiritual Soul about TMZ. Y'all niggas need to just, man, I don't want them to just shut down my stream for saying too much shit, bro. You know how niggas is watching right now. I want y'all to know straight up, I don't support that domestic shit at all. And I don't know the story. I just know how the industry work. I already dropped the vid on the Disney motherfucker. I've been dropped the vid on this Disney bitch a long time ago. Good stuff. I did. Do y'all remember? On Twitch Soul. I've been warned this nigga. Yo bitch is from Disney, nigga.
Facts.
Nigga, that's Little Mermaid. That's tough.
Facts.
Nigga, she walking property. Nigga, that's somebody move, bro.
Facts. Facts.
This shit is low because they trying to destroy his image and everything that he worked hard for. My nigga been grinding. We know. Bro, my nigga sleep on stream. We see this nigga every fucking day. They trying to delete all that and make him look like some crazy shit. Now listen, I'm not saying he did this. I'm not saying he didn't. I just do research. And bro, for example, before I really show y'all some shit. In the past 20 years, bro, it's been over 15 male celebrities who have been accused of the same shit.
Yep.
And they always get dismissed later. Every last one got dismissed.
Yep.
Did y'all know that?
Come on,
In
Saul.
the past 15, listen.
Come on,
in the past
Saul.
20 years, there have been 15 cases.
I'm gonna let this
in
play. I'm
allegations
so
of a
sleepy.
male celebrity putting his hands on someone, and then it get dismissed years later.
start saying women have to go to jail too. It was trending like years ago. But look, y'all. One of the things I told about DDG, one of the number one things I've been telling y'all for the longest, you don't want to date a girl from the industry, especially from Disney. We already seen how Disney just got exposed. We know what those Disney motherfuckers go through. We seen what they said about Nickelodeon. How all of our childhood, we was watching all that, Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network. Bro, they have dropped documentaries talking about what these motherfuckers go through. Y'all looking at this mermaid bitch like she's just something special, bro. That's a motherfucking demon, bro. And I don't know how y'all don't see it. And that's why I was telling DDG when I dropped the bid on him. I told you, nigga, you with a girl that's with Disney. Bro, I would rather be with a fucking, bro, listen, no bullshit. I would rather be with a bitch who dad is in the KKK. No TOS. I would rather be with a motherfucker who dad is in the KKK than to date a girl from Disney. Bro, she's walking property. She belongs to elite men. Right? Ain't no telling what she been through to get that role. It ain't no telling what she been through. Bro, those Disney motherfuckers go through trauma.
Sure do.
Nigga,
Come on, tell the truth, so.
Everything you do is a reflection of her. So if you was painting her as a bad mom, not letting you see your kid, all type of shit. Did y'all just see how bad that girl did with Snow White? Did y'all see that? Man, what's her name? Hold on. Bro, that girl was Snow White.
Yep.
What's her name? She came out talking about Trump, all type of shit. She came out saying crazy stuff about Trump. Bro, why is Snow White the worst rated movie? They are bro, listen, y'all don't understand what I mean. The girls, they image is everything. Industry girls.
Yep.
What's that motherfucking name? Rachel? Look at this shit. One of the worst rated movies, all because of the image that girl, where's she at? Right here. Rachel. They image in Disney is everything. That nigga DDG was making Halle, she wasn't looking all innocent no more, was she? She wasn't looking like the innocent mermaid, all innocent for Disney. Bro, she looking like she was literally trying to keep the kids away from him. All type of shit. Now they talking about he can't see his son and she about to take him to Italy to shoot a movie? Like, imagine your bitch being gone for 2 months.
Right.
Who would want to be with, like,
and she crazy as hell.
With niggas and elite men? And these niggas is all type of pedos and shit?
Come on, so.
But bro, what I'm trying to tell y'all is this. This nigga DDG was destroying her image. It wasn't even, nobody was looking at Halle no more like this innocent girl. It's deeper than what y'all think. And I can't even say what I want to say. It's so sad. I can't say what I want to say, so I kind of gotta just, bro, you have to see video proof. Shit is too fake. You need to see video. You have to. And I don't support none of this shit. But, for example,
okay, so hear me out.
Shut your ass up, girl.
For example, where that shit at? This nigga academics predicted this shit. When you start tapping into all this, because he tapped into this, academics, this nigga predicted it. He predicted that this was the next thing she was gonna do. DDG is too consistent. You can't, bro, ain't nothing gonna happen to his career. Hope y'all know this. He perfectly fine. But he can't speak from his heart no more. He can't say nothing about his own son. She emasculated that nigga right in front of y'all. And I was just talking about that. Took his son away from him. And I bet you if he was old enough, he gonna choose his dad every time.
Facts.
Don't fuck, bro, I told you. You can't fuck with a girl who's trying to control who you are. If you fucking with a girl that's in the industry, it's always gonna be about her. Her image. Bro, think about the nigga who directed Snow White. Do you know how mad he gotta be at that one Rachel girl for literally destroying his whole movie?
Facts.
It wasn't even that bad. Nigga, that shit has a 1 rating, bro.
motherfuckers' images is. You gotta protect they little Disney babies. Call them little Disney. You gotta protect their image. Nobody was looking at Halle as that little innocent Disney little kitty girl no more. She was being looked at like a motherfucking bitch.
Fact.
Don't let her baby dad see shit.
Fact.
Now they gonna pay DDG as an abuser? All type of shit. This is what academics said months ago.
Defender of the movement, let me tell you what happens next. If she can't paint you as a deadbeat dad, you're not. I'm gonna warn you this. The next step is for her to say you abused her. I want to be very clear.
The next step is for her to say you are abusing her. Bro, everything y'all know be lies, bro. And I seen so many conscious niggas, and I know I gotta give y'all gazer. I can't keep holding back. I can't even say what I really want to say. Y'all know I'm watering shit down right now. I'm not really saying what I'm not saying nothing, bro. Man, I don't know about next month with Twitch. I'm being honest with y'all. Because I can't even give y'all the real right now. But listen, it is patterns. For example, if you somebody that's conscious, nigga, I done had death threats, all type of shit. They told me what they was gonna do to me, family, all type of shit, right? But the number one thing they do, if you dating a girl, they would give her a big bag for her to say you molest her daughter or something. Don't date no industry girl with a daughter. Like, bro, they be going far. It's a lot of conscious niggas right now who in jail right now for shit that they didn't do. And the number one thing they try to do is destroy your image.
Fact.
I don't know how they gonna destroy DDG image because he too consistent. He not normal. I told y'all it was over, in the past 2 years, it's been over 15 allegations of domestic with celebrities. Most of them being sports, they image be destroyed. You look at them, they lose sponsors, they lose money. They just looked at like they beat their girl. Years later, it gets dismissed. I won't be surprised if all this get dismissed after the damage is done. But look, I gotta do this shit. Academics predicted that she said if he not a deadbeat and he actually there for his son and he love his son, then she gonna have to figure out another way. Now she gonna have to say you abused her. This is a D-ranked script celebrities been doing for the longest.
Yup.
It's scripts. They gonna say you did some pedo shit, or they gonna say you literally hit a woman. It never stops. 20 years, it's been 15 cases and they all been dismissed.
And she just tried. No, why is my baby dad doing that? And I'm approving it. Nobody did it. And unless somebody get back with her and go into whatever team she wants you to get down with, her next step will not.
Basically, DDG just have to just get on his knees and just be emasculated for her. You only can see your son for 6 hours a week. What? Bitch, I fucked you. I put that in you, motherfucker. That's my son, nigga. Nigga, God gave us over 800 million sperm cells, nigga. Those little swimmers that you was before you came through this matrix. You got 800 million of those bitches in you. God basically gave us the keys to the matrix to plant seeds and whatever we want.
Fact.
Shit ain't about y'all. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? The hell? This nigga academics predicted this shit months ago.
Halle Bailey has gotten a restraining order on DDG, and she's claiming that he has gotten physical with her multiple times. She's filed a police report, and now she wants...
Showing pictures. Niggas 2025. You gotta have more than pictures, bro. You have to have more than pictures. Bro, do y'all know how fake the news is? Let me paint a picture to y'all real quick. When I first found out that the news was fake, yo, let me tell y'all something. When I first found out that the news was fake, it's because they said something happened near me where I was living back in 2019. I even drove over there to see what was taking place and nothing happened. They had pictures of people and storylines of people that didn't even exist. It looked just like this. Let me show y'all this shit. It looked just like this.
These people do not exist. They are generated by a machine.
None of these people are real. The news be creating fake trauma with fake people. So if it ain't no deaths in the city, like in Chirac, it ain't no deaths that day. The news gonna create one. Look.
I'm learning an algorithm created by NVIDIA called StyleGate. This is the foundation.
I ain't getting too deep, but bro, the news y'all niggas watch be fucking fake. So don't just jump at it. Oh, we see pictures, that's evidence. That ain't no fucking evidence. That bitch could have scratched her arm on the wall or something. My nigga, you need real video proof or it's fake. Simple.
destroying the niggas.
And that's a fact. Like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. I can't keep my eyes open. I'm sleepy. Good night.